Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at Mumm-Ra from the new Thundercats line, the 3 3/4 inch variety. It's also the first 3 3/4 inch and first new series Thundercats figure I picked up. Just some really cool packaging art here with the character and everything. Mentions about this Thunder Links thing, which I guess it's this magnet that activates some generic sound noise in the Thunder tank, which supposedly is the same for every character, and it's the Lion-O's voice, so it's like, why would they do that at all? There's this bizarre accessory, I don't even know what the heck that is, as well as well, it looks like a Sword of Omens in dagger form, but it could be something else. And then on the back of the card, a lot less dynamic, we have no K portion looking here in multiple languages, including, I believe, French and Spanish, in addition to a rest of the lineup here. And I feel that the packaging is just kind of all over the place, although the top portion here is pretty nice. Also, for the general quality of the line, I'd been holding off buying it because they're asking $6 or $7, I think there's $7 or $8 for these figures, which they're kind of so-so. But you know what? Enough about that. Let's open this up. Alright, so the back of the card showcases, I guess, Mumm-Ra's logo here rather than the Thundercats thing. I assume they probably substitute that for the other figures and, just use that to denote alliance, which is always a cool touch when they go the little extra mile there. I neglected to mention that the character comes with a cloak, but you saw it in pack, so, no biggie. Kind of cool looking. I guess this thing's actually supposed to be a scabbard, as demonstrated by the instructions there, which are surprisingly easy to rip. They came bundled up and everything. I guess the magnet or whatever is in the back of the figure right here. There's an exposed screw right there. You'd think with something this size, with this little to go for it, they wouldn't bother doing the exposed screws, but yeah, it's one of the big reasons why I haven't been as enthusiastic about the smaller stuff. Plus, you know me, I'm just a fan of the vintage. Then he comes with his dagger, which, I don't know, it doesn't look like he's going to hold very well, because he's got really open-looking hands. Look at that. That's cool. I didn't really plan and want to have him posed with all his crap. I basically figured that he'd be a kind of cool, sort of standard-looking Mumm-Ra, just like the old Mumm-Ra that I remember from the cartoons. I still have not seen the new things yet. I keep meaning to. I probably will after the season wraps up, and just catch up on everything at once. Once the season's already wrapped up. Interestingly enough, all the flesh portions of the body are this tacky, bright, reflective plastic, whereas the cloth itself looks like it's got more of a flat texture without much of a sheen. So it's kind of bizarre. Now the cloak just supposedly pops onto the back of the character. Imagine I'd probably display him in the cloak and everything most of the time. I guess they left the hands exposed just for the accessories. Maybe I'm trying to pop that on upside down. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how the heck this thing goes on. It looks like it goes on like this, but doesn't actually fit securely, although with the cloak off maybe it does. But yeah, again, it's kind of a cheaper plastic used in the cloak. It's sort of a soft rubber. And I guess the character kind of stands better with it on because he can kind of balance on it. Though even when it's not on, he does stand pretty readily. Honestly, I do sort of like this figure. I haven't been that thrilled with the rest of the line for the smaller stuff, and even the larger stuff so much. In terms of articulation, doesn't really have much. You could just look from him to see he's basically a solid hunk of plastic, except for we have some movement here at the wrists. At the shoulders, these are all hinges. Then head can rotate. Looks like the waist gets some. Yeah, the waist can do something as well. Although, when the character has his cloak on, I doubt he'll be able to do all that much. And like this, it looks like one of his feet isn't quite on the ground. All the same, just really decent looking figure. Nice little knick-knack or curio they can pop on a desk or whatever, and would look perfectly okay out in Halloween. I do somewhat like this figure. Wouldn't say that he's like excellent or must buy or anything, but for the $3 that I paid off Big Bad Toy Store, I think definitely a pretty decent deal. And interestingly enough, whenever I see like Thundercats figures in stores, often it's just like a ton of these guys peg warming. So yeah, I don't think this line's gonna probably last. But this has been a look at the 3 3/4 inch Mumm-Ra. Until next time, folks.